Hey everyone, so let's talk about mapping here on the new Amazfit Trex 3 versus something like my Garmin Epix Gen 2 Pro here. So first off, let's talk about pricing, because this is a pretty big thing. This is around $1,000 for my 51mm version I have here. This is only $280 here in the US, so there's a big difference in pricing. As far as mapping goes, there's not crazy amount of difference, I wouldn't say. The Garmin will give you a bit more details to it. It'll tell you things like where bathrooms are or what different buildings are, stuff like that. But as you can see here, both these do actually give you street names. If they know what the trail you're on is called, it'll give you trail names. If they know the trail, they will of course give you the trail lines and where the trail goes and everything like that, which is very cool. If you are near a pond or a lake or something like that and they know the name of the water, they will give you that information as well. So they both give you a bunch of information on things like on naming stuff like that. Very, very cool. You can also see here, it does know all the different streets. You can see all the different streets here. Again, like I said, it gives you street names as well as the streets, how the streets are laid out as well. You can actually move the map around on both of these. Tiny bit easier here on the Garmin. So touch, and then I can bring this thing around. And then it does load in pretty quick. One crazy thing though is, again, this is very quick. This is actually a tiny bit faster though. The Amazfit's actually a little bit faster at loading that in. Then you can see again all the street names. You can see it knows Woods Creek. It knows all that good stuff. You can zoom in and out and everything like that. The Amazfit can do the same thing, but it's a tiny bit harder. So what you have to do is when you're on the map itself, if you try to move it around, it will just go and change through the different, those guys. Whereas when you are on the map, again, on map itself, hit the top right button, go to zoom and move, and then you're now able to zoom in and out. You can see the icons over here, or you can tap them as well. Tap this again, it'll change what the buttons will do. We'll keep it on, zooming in and out here. And then you can actually do the same thing as the Garmin. Take it once it's not locked. It locks within seconds of you not touching the screen, that we don't get accidental touches. And again, you can move this thing all around. One thing you will notice here, well, you can see here, this Creek View lane is a little bit off. It's a little bit wonky when you're zoomed out a bit too far. It knows the names of the streets, but again, you can see how it kind of goes there. Whereas the Garmin, and it has them right on the street itself. It gets a bit wonky with the Amazfit, but it does know the names of them, which is cool. But again, you move this thing all around if it isn't locked. And you guys can see it loads in actually, for the most part, faster than the Garmin, which is crazy. Then again, it will give you, if you are on an actual trail, right now I'm just in our house, so it has all streets here and there's no trail right within the, right around me here. But if you're on a trail, it'll give you, of course, the trail view, like how it's giving us the street views here. Now, I'm not going to go into every single thing that both these can do. As again, the Garmin can do a crazy amount of stuff on the maps. The Amazfit can do a lot of what it can do. Another major thing that I want to talk about here is, well, for one, if you are not, let's retry that. If you are zoomed away from where your actual location is, hitting the back button brings you right to where you actually are. That is the same on both of these. So again, we'll zoom away or move away, hit the back button, it brings you right back to where you are. And as you can see, the Amazfit's actually a little bit faster at loading that in. But then both of these do have a track back feature, which is why I want to show off. So with Garmin, press in the middle left button here, go down to navigation, and then you can hit back to start, and you can do track back or route, which also I want to point out, both of these do have route importing that you can do. You can import a route into both of these. Amazfit, you have to actually be off of the map from what I can tell. So get off the map, hit the select. It will actually pause your workout, scroll down or move down to navigation. Again, you can have a route on here. You can save your location. We can do on both of these. Then again, what we're going to talk about here is back to start. So again, you do have backtrack or straight line return. which is very cool. So if you guys don't know exactly where you are or how to get back to where you started on a trail or whatever, on a walk, whatever, you can go back on both of these and do that, and it'll tell you how to get back to where you started. Very, very nice feature on both of these. Then as you are going along your walk, run, hike, bike, whatever you're doing, both of these will also give you a breadcrumb trail as pretty much a line of where you have been. So that is also very useful. So if you don't want to use the backtrack feature, you can actually just follow your breadcrumb trail back to where you started. Last thing I want to mention here in this video is with the Amazfit, you have to go onto your app and you have to download the area of the map you want to have on your watch. So you have to download your area, and then you have to send it to the watch. For me, it took me 15-20 minutes to do, which isn't bad. But Garmin, like I have here, already has it built in. You do not have to do that. But again, for $280 compared to $1,000, that is a very small price, if you will, to pay for how much money you're actually saving. Both of these are awesome with their mapping. This is definitely very, very good for a $280 watch. It's very similar to the $1,000 Garmin. And it's something I would highly recommend. I think it is more than enough for most people. It gives you all the information you really need, as long as it knows the trail that you're on. And it goes the same thing for the Garmin. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. Hope you all have a good one. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.